$90 book. $50 is the lowest MF. It's ranking at 250,000 over the last 3 months. Wow. 99 cents. Hello guys, it's Book Bandit, and even though it is more than halfway through October, just wanted to make a quick little video about how September went for me. Hope you sold a lot of books and other items in September, especially if you were focusing on or trying to send in school-related books, because the school season does go about halfway through September as well, so hopefully you were able to take advantage of that. In September, I actually sold 361 units with an ASP of just over $13. So the ASP was about $1 less than it was in August, because I sold more higher priced books in August, likely for back to school. But regardless, for me, it was my second best month in terms of sales. Someone that focuses mostly on back to school type books, school related books, who's probably going to have a higher ASP, maybe even $20, $25, $30, depending upon how high a lot of their books sell for. If that person were to sell the same amount of books I sold, around 360, 350 books, but they had double or more the ASP, then clearly they're going to make double the money or more. But for me personally, I don't have a consistent source of school-related books. I find them each month when I go out to thrift stores and that sort of thing, and sometimes at estate sales and yard sales, but mostly thrift stores, and also, of course, at some book sales. I don't have a resource or a source that feeds me consistently with those types of books, so I'm not always able to access them, which is why I like the idea of diversifying amongst your books. And even though a book sells for $8.95, $9.95, as long as you can get it for $1 or less, then it makes sense. Of course, also that it sells quickly and it doesn't sit around too long. There's other things involved in that equation. For me, I want books to sell, period. The sales number is, to me, as important as the ASP. It goes hand in hand. I want to make sales. I want to increase my sales. I want to bump up my ASP, but at the same time, I want to send books in that sell. I'm not going to pass up a book that I spent 50 cents on, but I'll sell for 10 bucks and get paid just over $5 and make about $4.50 profit off of that one book, especially if it sells really fast. And if I have a lot of those books, hundreds of those books selling every month, that sort of thing, every day, then it adds up. Just because I send in lower priced items doesn't mean that I don't send in higher priced items. For instance, today I went sourcing, got a bunch of books, almost all books, also got a VCR, but I got a bunch of books, and 3 or 4 of them, well, one of them for sure was priced over $50 MF, and the lowest FBA was $90, and this was a dollar book, 99-cent book. And I found a couple others that were high-priced school books as well. That was the highest. So I come across those, and they're going to sell, and I'm going to make incredible profit off them, but I don't find them. Out of the 40, 50 books I got today, only found 3 or 4 like that. If I found half of the books, 30 of the books that I got today were those kind of prices, then of course, well, I'd be extremely excited about it and I'd be sharing it with you, especially if I found a source that had those kind of books. For me, I don't find them as often. If and when I come across a source through a relationship or whatever it is that is able to supply school-related books, even though I have to spend more money on them, then that's a different conversation. So everybody has a different type of business model and kind of your situation and what works for you or what is working for you. If you're able to come across really high priced textbooks, school books, or just higher priced books in general, and you're selling them consistently, then that's awesome. But if you're more like me and you find a variety of stuff where you can still make a lot of sales and still make some good money, even on a part-time basis like myself. Because remember, if you didn't know, this is part-time. I fit this in between watching the kids and family business and everything else that's going on. It's not something that I go and do. I don't source 5-6 days a week, 5-6 hours. I go now 4 days a week, but I'm not sourcing all day in those days. Sourcing anywhere between an hour to maybe 4 hours at most. If I was sourcing 5 days a week, let's say, about 5-6 hours a day, I mean, I would be able to send in probably 1,000 or more books a month, whereas now I'm sending in around 400, sometimes more, sometimes less. It's a time constraint thing. But one of the reasons why I get the books that are profitable, period, as long as I feel confident they can sell. whether they sell for a $3 or $4 profit or whether they sell for a $20 or $30 or $40 profit, I'm going to send them in. So for September, I averaged 12 sales a day, which is great. My lowest sales day was 4 sales and my highest was 20. I also had a 19 sale day. So it varied widely throughout the month, but overall it was pretty consistent. I was really excited about it, and it was my second best sales month aside from August of this year. So hopefully it went well for you. Let me know how it went, and hopefully you guys are preparing for the holidays and we can have a great November and December. And as always, remember, keep booking.